This puts Stacy's mom into like a whole different like view.
MILF. I mean, don't you like MILFs?
Hey, listen, I have to admit, everybody, sometimes that I've dated, their mom is okay. Their mom is all right.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Jib Jab in the Queer Lab. We are going to be reading Reddit stories that pertain mainly to relationships. For this post, I found it on Am I the Butthole? And you're gonna love this one. I picked this one out especially for you. I think you'll love this one.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I can hear it in your voice.
I already know this is gonna be something.
Am I the butthole for going no contact with my mom after she had sex with my boyfriend?
What? I'm done.
It says he 18, so he's 18.
This is terrible.
He's 18. He's literally almost the age of my son. Is my 18 female ex now, obviously. But we were together when he cheated on me with her, 42. So her mother is 42 years old and had sex with her daughter's 18-year-old boyfriend.
This puts Stacy's mom into like a whole different like view.
MILF. I mean, don't you like MILFs?
Hey, listen, I have to admit, everybody, sometimes that I've dated, their mom is okay. Their mom is all right. That's a compliment, but I would never go that far. But go on with the story.
This hurts even more because she was the one who encouraged me to ask him out. He and I have been best friends since we were 13. When we were 16, she told me to stop being afraid and pursue him. I found out about their affair last week when I came home much earlier than I was expected. Professor was sick and canceled the lecture and caught them red-handed. Mom tried to apologize and said that she just wanted to feel young again. I blocked her anyway. Now my grandparents are telling me I'm going too far and that because she put a roof over my head and food in my mouth, I shouldn't cut her off entirely. They think I should go home and eventually forgive her. Am I the butthole? That's right there, a 0. Like, I don't think she's the butthole for cutting off her mother.
All. No.
I think personally, if I was in that kind of situation, and you remember how my mom was around my boyfriends. It was very uncomfortable.
I think that sometimes, like, the moms, they like the attention, right? Which is fine.
They want to feel young again. They want to feel wanted and lusted after. I know, take it from me, 38 years old. I love when I get attention from people, but I do have an age preference of the people that I like the attention from. And 18 is not that age.
It's just like, I think also like, the line that just got crossed, I just feel like you could never go back from that. Because now, like, I would always be, like, looking at my mom sideways. Luckily, my mom hated everybody, so I didn't have to worry about that.
True.
My mom hated everyone equally, so...
Yeah, your mom didn't like any of your friends and any of the people you dated, so it was all good.
She didn't like anybody. So, yeah. I don't know, she's not the butthole. Like,
yeah.
No.
If I was in her situation, I would completely cut my mom off. I would want nothing absolutely to do with her. Like,
do you think that would be like a for life situation, or do you think eventually?
It depends on how I'm feeling. So it sounds like the relationship she had with this boy was a pretty intense relationship. They've been friends since they were 13. She's been dating the boy since she was 16, so they've been dating for like 2 years. It's probably her first love.
Right.
I think that right there cuts really deep. Because, your first love is always like that one you never forget. You should know that.
I know that.
You should know that.
I'm turning red. No.
I think that if I'm with somebody like that and my mom did that to me, I think that's just like for both of them to do that to you. It's got to be utterly and completely devastating.
Mom had to be definitely scoping him out for a hot minute.
And that's the thing too.
Didn't happen.
What age was she looking at this boy? Was she looking at this boy when he was like 16? Because she's encouraging her daughter to like yo, go ask him out,
Yeah,
go be with
bring him
him
over all the time.
Yeah,
that's how she can
like,
get him over there.
Like, is she like looking at him when he was like
Right.
16 and like thinking, when he's 18, I'm gonna make my move? Like, how long was it in her head before? And how did it come about? How did it happen? Like, why was he over there in the first place without his girlfriend there? Like, if I'm dating my partner and their parent calls me and it's like, hey, you want to come over? I'm gonna be like, no.
I definitely think that she was plotting on him for a minute.
Yeah, I have to say that I agree too. And yeah, that's some toxicity on the mom's part. And I think honestly that might be something that's going to be one of those unforgivable things in the long run that, you know, I would not be able to forgive my mom.
That's going to take a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
That's definitely on both sides, because, and with this boy, like, you know, I mean, he's responsible for this also.
He's 18. He knew what he was doing. He knew that what he was doing was wrong, and he still did it anyways. I don't know if he had the hots for the mom. I personally want to know what this mom looks like.
What does the mom... Listen, I've had a couple exes, but there's one in particular. Their mom was really hot, so I can't say that the thought wasn't probably there, but like, come on, like, I'm never gonna cross the line. I'm just thinking, like, how lucky am I, right? That maybe you'll look like your mom in the future too. That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing to say. He's held responsible, the mom's messed up, and this poor girl, like, her grandparents are messed up too, like...
I know, and
why are
her
you trying to, like, guilt trip her?
Oh, you need to forgive her, and you're being too harsh. Like, she boned my boyfriend. Like,
they probably didn't think it was real. It wasn't a real thing.
Well, so we do have an edit. It says, thanks everyone. I'm staying with my dad, and I will be asking my ex how long he has been intimate with her to see if she has groomed him.
Oh, snap. He's gonna turn on the mom.
And that's the thing too. I'm thinking, like, that's definitely gonna happen, because, like, you know, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, she's been coming on to me for however long.
It's not his fault now.
It's not my fault. I didn't know what I was doing. I was weak. She was,
This poor girl. She just sounds like I mean, listen, she's already living with her dad, right? So the dad hates the mom. Okay, she hates the mom. The boy is now hating the mom. The mom has 3 strikes. Nobody's on the mom's side. I mean, there was no side for her. Except the grandparents. But there's a real side for her, but I do think that, like, one way or another, even at 16, 17 years old, like, come on. That's a little sketch. The whole thing's a little sketch.
There's this post. It says, if you found out it's been happening since before his 18th, your partner will have unfortunately been R-worded by your mother. Even if it started 1 month till 18, he could not consent to sleeping with a 40-something-year-old woman. If the genders were reversed, Reddit would already be screaming R-word point blank period. Regardless, this age gap is inexcusable. There's a power dynamic. It's so toxic and harmful here. This is abuse, full stop. You need to get the truth out of him from the potential victim, because he could possibly be a victim. And you need to block your mother and their entire family if they're on her side. Literally any single person who thinks a 40-something and fresh 18 are allowed to be intimate with each other, cut them off permanently for participating in abuse.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I totally agree with this comment. I think that this is all the way around both parties. I mean, I don't know, a month before 18? What does the month change? It, you know? Like,
well, because they're still a minor. Well, and here's the thing about
certain states, right?
Consent laws in different states vary. Like, in some states like California, you have to be 18.
What's Florida, like 16?
I think it's 16.
Yeah, this is where it's like, this is sticky. I mean, from a personal point of view, I mean, I can't see anything in an 18 or 19-year-old that, even 25, I don't feel like I have anything in common with that person, right? But that's my personal take. I think 25, that, like,
there's millennials, and we're millennials, and the stretch of difference between, like, us and a millennial is like night and day now. Now I know how the Gen Xers feel.
Yeah. It's weird. I feel like I have to have something in common, and also, like, I can understand if it's just like a physical thing, but for me, that's so low on the totem pole. I just can't get with it. So I can't really like understand where this mom like even thought, other than like, like her ego getting boosted that some young kid wants her.
And that's the thing. I think that's primarily the reasoning for the mother doing what she did, is an ego boost.
But why the daughter's boyfriend?
And that's what I don't understand, because he probably came on to her. He probably made some comments about how, hey, right. Miss M, you look so good today, or something like that. And she was like,
hey, Miss Parker.
Yeah. Hey, Miss Parker.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wish that we, like, I don't know, in these kind of situations, like with that one comment, I mean, like you said, you've got different age of consent, whether or not it's kosher. I mean, it's not for me, but if it happened here, the age of consent is 16, so I guess she's within her limits. But what else do you have in common with this guy? What can he do for you?
And just boost her ego, and I don't even think satisfy her in the bedroom, because let's face it, what does an 18-year-old have to offer in the bedroom to a 42-year-old woman?
Nothing. I mean, it's, I don't know, maybe longevity. Maybe that's all I can think is
not longevity. Have you ever been with a younger guy who doesn't? No, you haven't. So you don't know.
No.
Yeah.
No, I have not been with a
I can
younger
tell
guy.
you from experience that being with somebody who's younger does not necessarily mean that you're going to get longevity out of it. Sometimes it's a hit it and quit it, and it's like 2 seconds.
No names shall be mentioned.
Yeah. I can tell you, like I said, when I was in my whole little dating era, like 6 months ago, I was a little promiscuous, having fun being single, and I hooked up with quite a few younger people than me. Nobody 18. I'll just put that out there. Disclaimer right now in big bold letters right there on the screen, like, not 18.
And just find us.
Not 18.
Remember their first episode? They didn't say if it was like 18 or not. No, there's a disclaimer. There was no 18-year-olds involved.
Disclaimer right here. I'm not 18. I think the youngest guy that I hooked up with was 25. Not too crazy. They're a grown adult. You know, they've already kind of experienced the monotonous of life and like working.
The dread.
Yeah. The existential dread that you get from becoming an adult. They were already starting to get that. So, you know, as me, somebody who is my age that I am, I do kind of have a lot of things in common with people who are younger than me, because I am into like things like video games, and I watch TikToks, and like I like music, and I like nerd culture and like all that stuff. So I do have quite a bit of things in common with people who are younger than me. For me, one of the issues I had when I was dating was I wasn't meeting guys who were my age or older than me, because I had nothing in common with them. Like guys who are older than me are just not into the things that I'm into.
Guys who are older usually just want to be left alone anyway, right? So they're just looking for somebody to like fill a void. That's it.
Pretty much.
Crazy. Yeah, hopefully this girl gets some therapy. Her mom gets some therapy. That family needs somebody to fix their lives. Like, let's just put it like that. Somebody needs to come in and help them. I don't know. Like, I'm still trying to think, like, at this age. First of all, 18, 19-year-olds are just so annoying. Like, I'm at the age where unnecessary noise gets on my nerves.
I have a 16-year-old who's about to be 17, and he annoys the heck out of me. I couldn't imagine dating somebody like that. I would strangle them in their sleep.
You're out of here.
Like, no.
First class ticket out. Like, no. The immaturity level, like, even the stuff that they say, like, I have to keep myself up on lingo so hardcore, because
oh my God,
I just don't want to be out of the loop. Like,
the lingo gets me. I'm always getting made fun of because, like, I don't know some of the lingo, and like my partner will say words and I'm like,
what does that mean?
Like, I'm like that meme. It's like,
what?
What?
I get it. Like, my niece, like, she just turned 22, and I went and hung out with her a couple of days or whatever while she was still in college. She was going through something during the summer. She just wanted somebody to come hang out, and like her little friends would come over, and the stuff that they're saying, I'm just like staring at them, and I felt so old in that moment. Like, this can't be real life. Like, they're just making up stuff at this point. There was no way that I'm on Google trying to Urban Dictionary like what this girl is talking about. Like
my son, he likes to text me ALR when I ask him something or I ask him to do something, and for the longest time I was like, what does that mean? It means all right. I had to ask my partner what that meant because I had no idea what that meant. It means all right. I don't know why my son couldn't just type okay like a normal person. Like okay, it's less letters. Like, I don't, but he types ALR, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
I mean, a translator.
Well, like, they like to say mid all the time, and I'm like, what is this word?
I catch myself saying mid also. Like, I do catch myself saying mid. Thank them for TikTok, because at least I got that one going. Like, I definitely say mid. Yeah, my nephew, he loves to say cap. I mean, when I learned that,
oh my god, like, cap. Yes, cap is another one. Yeah. See, my age is showing. I could not be with an 18-year-old.
Lingo. Like,
yes, we did.
I don't think so.
We
don't know anything that we were saying that was kind of like code.
It was bomb. That was bomb.
Get out of here.
Remember, we're the generation that came up with like LOL and all that stuff.
I guess, like, okay, all right. I guess
LMFAO, like, we came up with all those. BRB.
It looks so cringy in comparison
ASL.
to Megan Cap, though.
Yeah.
Like ASL.
ASL. Nobody says ASL anymore.
These kids don't know that.
They don't know what ASL means.
They don't know anything about the glory days of Yahoo Messenger.
Yahoo Messenger. Yahoo dating. Oh, I remember that. I'm so old.
What a time to be alive.
Updating your AOL chat when you get mad at, like, your boyfriend or girlfriend is like, my heart is broken into pieces right now.
Definitely.
Away message.
I actually caught myself talking about, like, Zanga one day, and nobody knew what I was saying. They're like, I don't know what Zanga is. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Where am I?
My partner is, like, making fun of me now. It's like X, big X, little X, emo girl, 127. Wait, shut up. All right, everyone, that was our post today. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys will be back. I hope you guys hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys hit that like button, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.